because this is my first time using Zoom, you guys. And from what I'm understanding is I get 40 minutes. So usually my videos are only about 20 minutes anyways. Hi, Israel. But we're going to talk tonight about how empaths can shield themselves. We got 5 participants. Who we got out there? Karen, Israel, I don't know who Galaxy J7 is, but hello. And Deb. I'm waiting for Dawn to get in because this was something that she requested and needed. So let me see if I can.
Could Dawn be Galaxy J7?
I don't know. We can unmute that person and ask. Hey, are you Dawn? Galaxy J7, are you Dawn? They're not going to answer. I think if it's Dawn, she'd say yeah.
Right.
Them again. Hi, anyways.
Oh, Israel, Amanda, and Nora are all on.
Oh. See anybody's
Hi, Nora. Grandma says hi.
Aw, that's super cute. I love it. All right. Okay, Dawn's over here. Oh, it is her. Why isn't she saying anything then? Dawn, why aren't you saying anything? Okay, so anyways, I had a lot of questions about how do you shield yourself as an empath, and there's a couple different ways, and that's why we have our guest speaker tonight, Debbie Klein, because she has a different way that she does her shielding. So first off, when you are going to shield, and there's a lot of people don't understand when they're an empath that it is their choice to take on other people's emotions or other people's baggage, or you literally do not have to be accosted by all the energies that are out there just because you're an empath. So one of the ways that you can protect yourself or shield yourself before you go out into public, or before you go, you know, to the grocery store, to the bank, to Walmart, wherever you go, I like to keep rose water in my car, and I know that a few of you have already heard this before, but I just spritz myself. And then the process that I use as an empath is, first, it's no different than if you're setting boundaries for ghosts. You have to set boundaries as an empath too. So you have to say what's acceptable to you. Is it acceptable that when you go to the gas station, you get bombarded by the 10 people that are filling up their cars? If that's not acceptable, then set that as a boundary. So as an empath, you can also set boundaries, and then further that by creating this shield. Now, those of you that have actually taken a Reiki class, or at least my Reiki class, this process is kind of similar to what I teach a little bit about the light coming in through the crown of the head. So we'll go right into how you would shield yourself if you're going to go to a concert or something to that effect. Literally, you envision white light coming down. You can call in your guides, your spirits, your totem animals. You can call in God, universe, Buddha, whatever your belief system is, and just ask it to help push the white light down through the crown. And then you actually visualize it coming down through the eyes, through the nose. And so, like, when I say through, it's like white light is coming out the nostrils. White light's coming out the ears, white light's coming out the mouth. And you just Visualize it going all the way down your body, through your throat, down all your chakras, out your root, um, down your arms, coming out your fingers, going down both arms, going down both legs, coming out the heel, and also coming out the toes. And once you get that whole process, oh wait, did I say that you should rose water spray yourself with rose water first or sage first, to make sure that you've kind of wash off anything, but then the white light will actually push all the rest of it out, and it'll do it even if you don't sage or rose water, so don't worry about that. But once you have that process done, then you visualize a silver, like a liquid silver metal almost, but it's liquid. And you visualize it wrapping around you. So you can start wherever you want, and your third eye wrap around the head, wrap. It just wraps all the way around you, and it's just a visualization. You're literally visualizing it spiraling around your body, all the way down through the chakras. Keep going through the root, round your arms, round your legs, and then when you get to the feet, just like envision that you're picking up your feet, or actually pick up your feet one at a time. Visualize the liquid going under you, and then um, over you. Another way that someone kind of explained it was like a shower, like it's raining down on them, and just raining. So you can do it that way if it's hard for you to visualize it wrapping around your body. But then no matter which way you do it. If it's wrapping around, if it's raining down on you, as soon as it's under your feet, and it started at your head, so as soon as it's under your feet, then visualize it getting hard, like a shell. So it's literally a silver shield around you. And you can say something like, I wear this shield, and everyone else's energy bounces off me. I'm not affected by anyone's energy but my own. Nothing can penetrate the shield. I mean, these are all examples of what you can say. And basically, what you do is what resonates with you. That's what you say, because that's what's going to be easiest for you to remember. And then here's the thing about the shield, though. If you're out and about and some things are getting through, because there's some pretty strong energies out there that we encounter, then literally wrap yourself again with another layer, and you don't have to bring the white light through, because you can feel them, but they're not necessarily in. If you're unsure, go ahead, bring the white light through again, okay? Um, Otherwise, wrap yourself another time, or actually and visualize the shower raining down over you. And as soon as it gets, like, your whole body is soaked with this silver liquid, as soon as it gets to the bottom of your feet, pick them up, make sure it's under your feet, and then visualize it turning hard like a shell. So if you've ever had one of those ice cream cones that are dipped in the chocolate or the caramel or the cherry at the, Tasty Freeze or whatever they're called, it's the same kind of process. So in doing that, you've put now another layer around you, and then that literally will keep any energies from penetrating. So it truly is a shield of armor around you. Some people have described it as feeling heavy. If you do get that feeling like it's heavy because you put another layer on, then just ask for your guides or whoever you called in to help assist you in making it lightweight, but still have the super strength protection that you need to have as an empath. And that's one way that you can block out picking up other people's energies. It works great for me, and I use it, or I teach it to my clients that are empaths and struggling with other people's emotions, because you truly have a choice. It's your body. And a lot of empaths don't understand that they have a choice. You don't have to be bombarded by all that energy. So that's just one way. Another way is, like one of my clients said, well, the shower thing works for me. And then another one said, well, this bubble things. So when I started explaining it to her, she actually said, well, I visualized like I had this big plastic bubble that I stepped into and pulled up over my head, and then it kind of just stuck shut at the top, and there was like a vacuum stuck to it, and then I turned the vacuum on and it went and sucked all the air out, and it just shrink wrapped around my body. And I said, well, if that's what resonates with you and that works as your shield, then use that, because it's really about protecting yourself and what feels right when you're doing it to you. So any one of these can actually work for you. And then our guest speaker, Debbie, has another way that she does it. So if you wouldn't mind explaining your way, Deb, that would be great. Can you hear me? Okay, you're not unmuted. So let me turn your mic. There you go.
There. I think I am now. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I have a real easy technique that I use, and that's just putting on a clear plastic suit. And all I do is set my intention. Like Wendy said, you set your intention, whatever it is, that you only want your own energy, or you don't want any negative energy coming through, whatever your intention is. But it's simply a thin, clear plastic suit, and I just visualize. And it's got feet, hands, goes over my face and everything. But I stick my feet in one at a time. I pull it up, stick my arms in, zip it up, put it over my head, zip it all the way up, and then I just kind of shake it around to get all the air bubbles out, so it's just tight to my body. And um, I don't have to do it personally every day. I don't I don't pick up the energies as much as some empaths do. I'm more of an extrovert empath. If I was going to a funeral, or, maybe something where there was a lot of heavy duty emotions, but just going to the grocery store, I don't have to put the suit on. But if I was going to a funeral, or, something like that, I would definitely put it on. But it's just a very easy technique to use, and something you can do real quickly. And if you happen to be in a public, like I might have went somewhere and I didn't put on my suit, and all of a sudden I realize, oh crap, I need my suit, I'll just visualize myself stepping into it and everything. Nobody else knows what I'm doing. And I get that protection. So that's something you can do real quick. I also wear my bracelets, and Wendy's going to talk about amethyst, but I have an amethyst bracelet on. I have a quartz and tourmaline bracelet, and I have a garnet bracelet that I'm wearing. And like I say, Wendy's going to be talking more about crystals, and we can come back to that. But so that's another technique you can use as well as crystals.
Well, I like how you explain the difference, because I'm an extroverted empath too. So going to the grocery store doesn't bother me. I don't put any protection on. Now, I might throw some protection on at a concert, because that's a lot of stuff coming in.
Right.
But just to go to the grocery store or the bank, I'm extroverted. Those energies are like recharging to me, where to an introverted empath, they're not recharging. They're draining.
Right.
So
Some people have to put their protection on every morning before they leave the house. Um, but I don't. But if I am out and about and I feel the need for it, I'll get it on dang quick.
yeah,
Because it makes a huge difference.
right, exactly. So knowing if you're introverted or extroverted is very important, because if you're introverted, you want to put that on before you leave your house every day.
Right.
If
And
you're
you could
extroverted, then, like Debbie said, when she's out and about, if you feel the need to put it on, her way is super simple. The shower way, raining down over you, that's super simple too. If you want to envision, a bubble thing you're stepping into and vacuum sealing it to yourself. Um, the one thing that I do want to say again is that if it feels like anything is getting through, don't be afraid to use either, so let's say that you did the silver wrapping, okay, and now you're out and about and something's getting through and you think, oh, I'll just use really quick that uh, the suit method. You can't overprotect. So if something feels like it's getting through, then repeat the method that you did already or try a different one. So I'm going to check these because I'm getting messages from people and it was
Yeah, you just got to try a few of the different ways and see what works for you.
okay. Nope, okay. I was just making sure that people know that we're over here on this. Okay. So then as an empath, there's some really great crystals, and not just crystals, but stones, fossils that you can carry with you, or keep under your pillow. Like, I'll show you all of mine. I've got a nice little selection. And then I have a PDF that if you want the PDF, just email me at twha.info@gmail.com and I'll send you the PDF. And it'll go over pretty much what I'm going to say to you right now. And then you'll have it so that you can refer back to it or print it out or whatever you want to do. So for me, amethyst is one of my go-to crystals. It's very calming, brings peace and harmony to me right away just by touching it. So this is a great stone for empaths to carry with them. If you can actually get a necklace and wear it around your neck, that's another great way to always have it on you as an empath, or carry it in your pocket. But amethyst is calming, and it promotes peace and harmony right away as soon as you touch it. So amethyst is a great one. And then we've got hematite. Oops, hold on. We got this nice pretty little piece of hematite here. And all of these, so if you all have been on my Facebook and read about my stalker situation, as soon as that started happening, I had every single one of these that I'm going to show you under my pillow every single night. So anyways, hematite is, it helps you stay centered and calms your emotions. Sorry, I got an itch. And it can also be used to create a shield around you for 24 hours. So it's not a lasting thing, but it can definitely help you be protected for 24 hours. So, and that's just as simple as, putting it in your pocket. Or they make, am I saying it right? Because some people say hematite. I don't know. I say hematite. But anyways, they make bracelets out of this too. So you could always pick up a bracelet and wear a bracelet. And then my next one is black tourmaline. This one is nice because it's heart shaped. Those of you that know me well know that hearts seem to find me everywhere I go. And I have a lot of heart shaped crystals. So anyways, black tourmaline is awesome for an empath because black tourmaline is the number one protective stone. It has the best protection properties. So again, it's something that you can carry in your pocket. The great thing about black tourmaline is that it not only stops energetic attacks, but and it stops energy vampires. Some people call it that, but it helps ward off energy charged people too. So if you carry this in your pocket, it pretty much repels negative energy. So that's a great one to have if you're an empath. And then there is this one here. It's malachite. I don't know if those are hard for you to see or not, but anyways, malachite, this stone actually removes stagnant energy. So any stagnant emotional energy that might be stuck or trapped in your body, if you just, hold this and rub it, it helps release anything that might be stuck in. And you can also put this under your pillow, and it will promote pleasant dreams. And then, oh, I got, this is my selenite, but I got this awesome bar that I'm going to show you guys. So this I use, and this is a super good tool for empaths. I use this for clearing. So you see the pattern that's on it. So it's a nice pattern. And what I do is when I'm done doing a chakra cleansing, I will take all my crystals and place them in each one of the little patterns, because selenite helps clear all your other stones. And it also increases the power of all your other gems, stones, crystals. Just being next to it, or just, like, this is a nice thing because you can lay all of your stones, gems, crystals, whatever on it, and then it enhances their properties. So that's a really good one. But I sleep more with like something like this under my pillow, or I got an even smaller one. So these are the things that, when I'm under energy attack, I'll keep right in bed with me, and I sleep. And then I've got a little bag or a pouch that's filled with different ones too, that I carry in my purse or in my pocket, whatever. And then we got this pretty little fossil one. This, I had no idea why I kept being drawn to this fossil, but I just kept being drawn to it. And that's pretty much how all of my crystals and stones and gems come to me, is that I'm drawn to them, and I don't know why, until one day the reason presents itself. But and this is quite a beautiful one. But these help keep you grounded. Oops, I almost dropped it. And they take negative energy and turn it into positive flowing energy. So as an empath, this is a pretty, and this is super small and super simple to keep in your car, in your pocket, in your purse, whatever. So this is another great, and this is a fossil. This is a great, it's not really a stone or a gem or or a crystal. It's a fossil. So this is a good one to carry with you for grounding and keeping negative energy, recycling as positive energy. And then my other favorite is the, and I got a couple different types of this one, clear quartz. And if you guys are all crystal nuts, then most of you probably know what a clear quartz does, but just in case you don't, this is a powerful source of pure energy, and it dispels outside negative energy. It also dispels negative thoughts. So sometimes as an empath, especially introverted empaths, this is a super great stone for you, because introverted empaths tend to have like almost like a negative inner dialogue, and especially when they become bombarded and overwhelmed by, and it's hard for them to understand, okay, is this my emotions or is this someone else's emotions? So this stone is great for you guys because it promotes positive feelings and thoughts. So carrying this with you, especially when you have to go out, is a great idea. That is my favorite. Now there's more, and everybody has their own favorites. So or their own go-tos, if you want to call it that. These are just the ones that are my go-tos. And if you do some research online, there's all kinds of them out there, and they'll explain to you what they're for. But these ones are actually all just called to me. And then over time, I started to realize what they were for. I also have citrine, but I'm going to let Debbie explain what the properties of citrine. I'll show you. Do you have a citrine that you can show them?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I don't know. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, it's a tiny one.
Yep.
Where's my big one? All right. So this,
And this,
so citrine comes in lots of different. So this is a citrine,
yep.
and look how dark it is. But Debbie's got a really light yellow
Yep.
citrine.
You have a citrine geode,
Yeah.
and mine is just a plain citrine, but yours is a geode. Tip it up on its side so they can see the other way. So you can kind of see how the dark is on the top, and then
Yeah.
yeah. So we have a citrine for toxic people or toxic environments. This is really good protection for toxic people or toxic environments. I've got a couple more that I like to use too. This is lapis lazuli, real pretty blue stone that I'm very attracted to lapis. Always have been. And lapis is nice because not only does it protect you, but it sends the negative energy back to whoever you're getting it from. So if you're in the room with a negative person and they're directing negative energy at you, it's really going to go back right back to them. So this is a nice one to have with you, especially if you know you're going to be with a toxic person. So
Right.
that's a nice one. Garnet is a really good one. This is a nice piece of garnet. It's very dark, but it does have a reddish color. It almost looks black, I think, here, but this is a nice little piece of garnet. And garnet is good for protection against nightmares or night terrors. So if you've got a little one that's having some night terrors, this would be a really good one to stick under their pillow. So that's a nice one for that. And carnelian, um, and this is a nice deep dark piece of carnelian. Sometimes you'll have a lot of white going through it. This happens to be just a nice dark little chunk of
Ooh.
carnelian. Um, and carnelian helps protect you against envy. Let's see what I got. Envy, rage, and resentment.
Ooh.
So if you're around anybody with envy, rage, or resentment, is especially good. But these are all protection stones. So they also almost all these stones that Wendy and I have showed you are also good for different chakras. So you can kind of use them multi-purpose, but definitely protection stones as well.
So I got one more too. So black obsidian, and I know it protects you from energy, but I was that's why you saw me looking away, because I wanted to actually get a better description of it for you. So black obsidian, it has powerful metaphysical properties that will help shield you. So here we go again, shield you against negativity. So black obsidian is also a really good stone for empaths. Um, Now, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask them, because I'm in the free version. This live ends in 9 minutes. So I'm gonna, Karen, you know how to unmute yourself. So if you have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself. Nope, okay. Galaxy J7, do you have any questions? I think you know how to unmute yourself too, so. You do, just unmute yourself. Okay, no. All right. And how about Israel? Do you have any questions?
No, we're all good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Says that there's, oh no, I thought it said 6, it doesn't, it says 5. Okay, so if you guys do have questions, the live is gonna, or this recording will go up on my business page on Friday. And then you can put questions in the comments once it's out there on my business page. Otherwise, you can always reach me at my email. Again, that's twha.info@gmail.com. You can also reach me on my Instagram, which is Spiritual Awakening. There is a Tranquil Waters Healing Arts out there. My daughter created it, and I don't have the password to it. So I don't know that if you went out and found that one, I'd be able to answer you. I mean, I might be able to if I, commented on it too, but until I can change that name and or delete that account and then change my Spiritual Awakening name to Tranquil Waters, I'm kind of stuck. So
Karen left a message. She said, "Thank you for the information. I have to go. I really enjoyed this."
oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
She's in my quantum group, so I'll
Mm-hmm.
okay. So anyways, that's how you guys can get a hold of me if you have other questions. And thank you so much for joining us, Debbie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Great time in Florida.
Yes. It's raining here. If somebody behind us is having a party, so I don't know if you could hear them in the background. Every once in a while, they get whooping and hollering out there. These wild seniors.
Nope, but it's snowing here, so
Oh, okay.
I'd rather be there where it's raining than snowing.
Right.
Thank you everybody for joining me, and I'm gonna hit end on this now, and then like I said, I'm gonna try to get this uploaded by Friday because I'm still learning how to do all this technology stuff. Bye everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I love that they all joined. That's so awesome.
I know, that was so cute. Nora kissed the screen. They sent me a message, said she kissed the screen. And she says, "It's Grandma." And she kissed the screen. Like, oh.
I was hoping that my son and my daughter would join, but they didn't, so whatever.
Yeah. Well, maybe they couldn't figure out how to get on the Zoom, but
I know, but I left the phone number out there so that people that
yeah.
couldn't figure it out.
I really like Zoom because you can be more interactive.
Yeah.
That way, but
Well, I'm gonna end it because we're just chatting, and this is gonna go on the
right. Dawn's still on there, but
yeah.
Okay.
Bye, Dawn.
Bye,
Thank
ladies.
you for joining. If you got any questions, go ahead and just get a hold of me on Facebook.